Most of you aren't subscribed. Make sure to heal the subscribe button, as it helps out the channel. Without further ado, following Verone and the members of his guild, they are seen mocking Pharma and his pharmacy, as he's drawing in more customers due to his low prices. Additionally, they all hate a noble like him, as they accuse him of using magic, along with money from his father, to repair his pharmacy, when it was destroyed by the horse-drawn carriage. With everyone in the guild knowing it was Verone who caused the damage to Pharma's pharmacy, Verone silences everyone, ending the meeting by forbidding anyone to make contact with Pharma, threatening to revoke their membership in his guild. Knocking on the door of a doctor, Mr. Pierre is seen calling out in desperation, as his daughter, Marie, has fallen ill, unsure of how to save her. Suddenly Pharma speaks up, informing Pierre that the doctor is out today, offering to cure his child instead. Knowing that he was forbidden to interact with Pharma, Pierre knows that Marie's life is on the line, so he accepts Pharma's generous offer. Guided to Pharma's pharmacy, Pierre is led into the back of the building, making him believe that commoners are only allowed through the back of the pharmacy. Asking for Pierre to set Marie down, Pharma hands Pierre a mask, stating that it'll help avoid infections of Marie's illness. This makes Pierre realize that he wasn't asked to enter through the back because of his commoner status, but because Pharma didn't want to infect anyone else. Next, Pharma begins taking down the young girl's history, asking about her age and meals, which impresses Pierre, as Pharma is going into such detail, for a commoner like them. Next Pharma asks about the girl's weight, which Pierre claims that it may have fluctuated, leading Pharma to show off his scale. As Pierre is instructed to step on the scale, both with and without Marie, Pierre learns that Pharma needs the weight of the girl, in order to assign an appropriate dosage of medicine. This is unheard of, as most people just give children half the dosage for an adult. Showing off his all-seeing eye, Pharma concludes that Marie simply has a severe cold. Refusing to believe Marie only has the common cold, Pharma adds that Marie has a deadly form of the cold, offering up a solution. Bringing out some medicine, Pharma states that Marie must inhale and not swallow the medicine, as the medicine will not work if it gets swallowed. Seeing Pierre's worried look, Pharma begins to explain how Marie's fever isn't a bad sign, as her body is using the heat to fight off the illness, but Pharma will still give her something to lower her body's fever. Giving Pierre some further instructions, Pharma walks Pierre and Marie to the exit, as it's already nighttime. Amazed at Marie's speedy recovery, Pierre is told to speak to the guard outside, if her fever suddenly spikes up again. So grateful for the help, Pierre asks how much it'll cost for the checkup, but Pharma states to forget about it, as these checkups are purposely low, to help with children like Marie. That night, as Pierre's wife puts Marie to sleep, Pierre and his wife chat, with Pierre revealing that he had broken the guild's orders, and made contact with Pharma, but there was no other option, and his daughter's life means everything. Seeing Pharma's operations, and the way he handles himself, Pierre yearns to learn from him, but he knows that thought is nothing but a dream, breaking down, as he feels helpless to cure his own family, even though he's spent his entire life, devoting all the time he has, to learn about medicine. The next day, Verone has called for another meeting, with members all reporting that they're losing customers day by day. With Verone asking for Pierre's opinion, Pierre decides to speak his mind. Asking if anyone here has actually entered or visited Pharma's pharmacy, Pierre states that he knows Pharma's methods are far superior to theirs, using his daughter as an example. Cutting in, Verone refuses to believe so, accusing Pharma of using underhanded tricks, and that all nobles are selfish creatures, and Pharma is no exception. Referencing his own experiences, Verone was in a similar position to Pierre, having a child that needed treatment, but since the noble's medicine was so expensive, he was helpless, even burying his own child. Now seeing Pharma take everyone, Verone fears that Pharma will draw everyone in with his low prices, making everyone rely on him, and then raise the prices, or even worse disappear entirely. Refusing to back down, Pierre states that it's because they fear Pharma will leave them, that they should make it their goal to learn from him, making sure that even if he leaves, there are other options. Looking around the room, Pierre gets others to admit that their knowledge of medicine is not proven, with most cases of curing patients being flukes. Before Pierre can continue, he's cut off by Verone, who officially revokes his membership in his guild. Right after, Pierre is seen broken, as his pharmacy has been completely torn apart, with everything in it smashed. Just then, Pharma rushes to the scene, asking about what happened, and learning that Pierre is no longer part of a guild. Since he's a commoner, Pierre is required to be in a guild, to open a pharmacy, and since Verone's guild is the only one that exists, Pierre can no longer provide for his family. Seeing Pierre's unfortunate circumstances, Pharma reasons it's the best time to tell Pierre that he has received permission by the Queen to establish his own guild, the Compound Pharmacy Guild, recruiting Pierre as an official member. With some help from Pharma's connections, Pierre has rebuilt his pharmacy, nervous about the open day, as people may not show up. With some encouragement from Marie, Pierre officially opens his doors to customers, breaking down into tears, as he lays eyes on the swarm of customers, ready to explore Pierre's pharmacy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and comment.